And welcome back to game number 108 of 162 here for the Boston Red Sox 2026 Breakdown Series. The finale last night of the Oakland, Sacramento, whatever you want to call them, Sacramento Athletics versus the Boston Red Sox in Sacramento, California. The Boston Red Sox will start a series tonight with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the best team in baseball, Los Angeles Dodgers, with 69 wins now on the year. Looking to win game number 70 tonight. See if the Red Sox can spoil that. We'll see. It'll be a tough series for the Boston Red Sox for sure, no matter how good they've been playing over the past month. That doesn't change how tough this series is going to be with the Dodgers. But anyway, back to the Athletics series here. The finale was yesterday, and the Boston Red Sox come away with a series victory, the 7th straight series victory for the Boston Red Sox, and they now move up to 57 and 51 on the year. By far, a very good away record as well, with a 32 and 22 away record. Very good stuff there for the Red Sox, as they kind of just have really downed the Athletics pretty good in this series. The Athletics right now stand at 45 and 64, well out of a playoff spot. They will not make the playoffs this year, most likely, unless they go on a pretty insane run. I don't see it, though, unfortunately, there for the Athletics. But the Red Sox, well on their way to potentially getting into the playoffs. We'll see how the rest of the season goes, see how the trade deadline goes, see what they do at the trade deadline before we, say for sure that, this team's primed for a playoff position. But, right now they're off to a pretty good, last 5 or 6 weeks. They've done really, really well. They've gotten themselves way over 500 at this point, which is awesome. 57 and 51, that's a really good record. The AL East, they are starting to chip away at that too, which is very good news for the Boston Red Sox. We'll take a look at the AL East standings here at the end of the video, but let's get to this game and the stats here. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Boston Red Sox, 4 runs on 9 hits for the Sacramento Athletics. So a pretty good game you got here once again. Siegler, 1 run, 1 hit. Rafaela, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. A run, a hit, an RBI, and a home run for Abreu. A run, 2 hits, an RBI, and a home run for Contreras, along with a walk. Yoshida with a hit. 1 run for Durbin. Duran, quietness 1. Monasterio, a run, a hit, an RBI. And Wong, a walk. Kurtz, really quiet in this series. He's one of their best players in the Sacramento team here. 1 walk for him in this one. He did not do much at all in this series, unfortunately, for the Sacramento Athletics. 2 hits and RBI for Wilson. Soderstrom was quiet, nothing for him. So ever since that first game, Red Sox kind of figured him out and shut him down very effectively. 1 run, 2 hits for Heim. Bolt, quiet. Severin, quiet. White, quiet. Butler, 2 runs, 2 hits, an RBI. 1 hit for McNeil. Cortez, a run, an RBI, and a walk for Cortez. Williams, a hit in this one. A hit and an RBI for Walton, and Thomas was a pitch hitter, did nothing in the game. Williams was a pitch hitter as well. So a couple of pitch hitters in there. A couple of pitch runners too in here for this Athletics lineup in this game last night. For the home runs, again, Contreras, he hit his 23rd of the year. A solo shot. Abreu hit his 16th of the year. That was a solo shot as well. Contreras, as I mentioned, he's very close. I think he's going to get over 100 RBIs this season, or very, very close to that figure. Contreras has 67 RBIs as of this game here. And Rafaela adds a couple of RBIs. He has 52. Abreu adds an RBI. He now has 53 RBIs on the season. Rafaela could get pretty close to 100. Abreu could get pretty close to 100. And Contreras is definitely going to get close to 100. I don't know how close, if he's going to surpass 100 RBIs, but Contreras is definitely the guy on this Red Sox team. He has absolutely been the leader of this Red Sox team, and that is great to see. Now, let's get to the Red Sox pitching. Sonny Gray did not have a good game. Luckily, our relieving pitching was great. 13-2 record now with the win for Gray. He does get the win here, but 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, walked 2, and struck out 5. That's not a great game. That's not his best. This is in 7 innings as well. That's not his best game, but he still gets the win here, as Weissert and Chapman were amazing. Weissert, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 K. Chapman, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, and 2 Ks. For him, his 26th save of the season. Barnett for the Athletics, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Blewett, 2 innings pitched with 2 hits and a strikeout. Medina, 2-3 on the year with the loss, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, struck out 1, gave up a couple of home runs, 2 of them. And Alvaro, 1 inning pitched with a walk and 1 strikeout. So the Athletics pitching struggled a little bit as well. So that ain't good for the Athletics to lose this series. They're sitting at 45 and 64. Luckily, they're not the worst in that division in the American League West. The Angels are. The Angels have done really nothing over the past several seasons. They're sitting at 42 and 67 right now, 13 games back of the Texas Rangers. This is a really interesting division, the American League West. It's the 2 Texas teams up top, and then everyone else is kind of fighting for, third place. Well, not really. Everyone's fighting for, trying to get to second place, but it's really Texas and Houston on top of this division. Kind of fighting for that number 1 spot. Texas is a game and half a game, 1/2 of a game over Houston right now. 55 and 54 for Texas. The Rangers 55 and 55 for the Astros. Not great records. The American League West is not a great division, but they are fighting for that division lead. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks in that division. That should be a fun little thing there. Seattle is not that great. They were, looked at as a really good team coming into the year. They have not met those expectations. 53 and 57 record, 2.5 games back of Texas. Probably not going to make the playoffs. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll sneak in as a wild card. But I don't see them going too far, unfortunately, for the Mariners. They just have not had the season that people expected them to have. Neither have the Mets, by the way, and they already have sold off some players, and they're going to be sellers at the deadline, for sure. They've already kind of signaled that they will be sellers at the deadline, the Mets. But this isn't a video about the Mets. But anyway, let's continue here with the American League West standings here. Athletics, 45 and 64, again, losing 3 out of 4 games to the Red Sox. Not great for the Athletics. 45 and 64, they are well out of a playoff spot. They will probably not make the playoffs. And the Angels aren't going to make the playoffs either. Those 2 teams are going to be 3rd and 4. 4 and 5 in the division, probably the rest of the year. It's going to be Seattle, Houston, and Texas fighting for that number 1 spot, fighting for playoff spots in that division. Let's take a quick look at the AL East, and then we'll end this video. So Tampa Bay still leads the American League East, 64 and 44 record. New York is kind of coming back a little bit, 62 and 48. They got some injuries I think they're dealing with. So yeah, I think also the Dodgers, I believe, are dealing with a couple of injuries too, which could be a good thing for the Red Sox. Could help the Red Sox in their favor. But we'll get to that tomorrow when we talk about game number one. We'll see what happens tonight in game one, which starts at 10 p.m. tonight. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be staying up too long to watch it, but we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, it's kind of Tampa, New York, the Rays and the Yankees on top of the division right now. Boston is kind of hovering as well with seven games back. They are kind of surging at the right time, which is good. Baltimore and on Toronto, two teams that had higher expectations this year, especially Toronto, just not meeting those expectations. Toronto is the last team in the American League East, 14 and a half games back from Tampa. Just not a good team, the Blue Jays this year. A lot of that is, Vladimir Guerrero not playing well. Some of their other guys not playing well. So Baltimore, again, not enough offense being scored for Baltimore either to get them wins as well. So they're struggling to get wins. So, I mean, it's really, I think the American League East is going to come down to Tampa, New York, and maybe Boston is in that conversation if they can continue to win here. So we'll see what happens in this series coming up with the Dodgers. Anyway, this is a little bit of a longer video here, but I wanted to kind of break down what some of the divisions look like here as we are kind of approaching less than 50 games to go here at this point in the season here for the Boston Red Sox. We're going to really start talking about, after the deadline, we're going to really start talking about playoffs for sure and what that looks like potentially for the Red Sox, because it looks like they could play themselves into a wild card spot, which would be great for the Boston Red Sox. So there you go. There is your breakdown of this game. I'll be back tomorrow because I'm not going to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the Dodgers and the Red Sox. Got stuff to do tomorrow, so I'm not going to be up late. But I'll be back tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night, break down game number 109, I believe it is, of the Boston Red Sox 2026 game breakdown series. Bye-bye, everybody.